What up going everybody? What up going everybody? Really? UFC 147, Sylvia versus Franklin, Franklin versus Sylvia. Prediction show pay-per-view goes live tonight, exclusively on pay-per-view. Of course, you don't want to watch or you don't want to pay for the pay-per-view. Fine, that's okay. Go to MMAnews1.weebly.com or FightingNews1.weebly.com. We have the live play-by-play coverage for the prelims, and then we'll have the live play-by-play coverage for the pay-per-view. Everything else you need to know before, all the news, and then everything else you need to know after, all the news, medical, bonuses, attendance, everything else you need to know. MMAnews1.weebly.com, FightingNews1.weebly.com. Join us on Twitter. Just use hashtag Fighting News, Fighting News 1, Fighting News MMA 1, something like that. It's in the description for those details, directions, links, everything you need to know. Let's get into it, y'all. I don't mean to be bashing UFC, but this is not a very good card. And the reason it's not a very good card is because there were so many injuries that just ripped this card apart. This should be a really low buy, pay-per-view buy, but you never know. And a quick note, I've never seen this before, but it seems like this is the very first time that you have a show Friday night and then Saturday night. Maybe that's just me, but I haven't seen it in forever, especially like a TV and then a pay-per-view. Yeah. We're just going to go through the main card. Prelim cards on FX, and you get 4 fights. And there's 2 fights on Facebook. It's going down in Brazil. It's June 23rd, 2012, excuse me. First fight on the card for the main event, or main card. Featherweight, Yuri Akatara versus Hakan Dias. These are all Brazilians. I don't know how to spell their name. I'll go with Yura. Heavyweight, Fabricio Verdum versus Mike Russo. And that should be the co-main event. But anyway, I'm going to go with Mike Russo. I think he can stop the killer in Verdum. Featherweight bout, Gordo Fordo Pepe versus Ronnie Mario Brazila. I'll go with Ronnie. And middleweight bout, Cesar Ferreira versus Sergio Moraes. I'll go with Moraes. Catchweight bout, 190. The reason it's a catchweight bout is it's supposed to be Vitor Belfort versus Vanderlei Silva at 185, but Vitor broke his foot, I believe. And they subbed in Rich Franklin. He was supposed to fight at, I believe, UFC 148, and he didn't have enough time to pull out, or to cut weight at least. So now they'll get at a catchweight fight at 190. Vanderlei Silva versus Rich Franklin. First time these guys fought at UFC 99. That was a really good fight. We'll see how this fight goes. It should be a pretty good fight, but I wouldn't buy this pay-per-view. UFC 147 predictions. Go to MMAnews1.com. Follow us on Twitter, or follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook. There we go. Anyway, we're out here, y'all. UFC 147 goes live tonight, exclusively on pay-per-view and at the site in the description for those links. UFC 147 prediction show is done. It's over. We'll see you tonight for the review show. Thanks.